Hey guys, it's Daye, and today I'm going to be giving you all some detangling tips plus some New Year's hairstyle inspiration using CURLS' new Cashmere Caviar Collection coming soon to Target. First detangling tip. Personally, I rarely detangle on dry hair. I mostly do it on wet hair, so I'm going to start off today shampooing with the Cashmere Caviar hair wash. And y'all can see it has a balm lather, and I would say this is a gentle cleanser. Now, even though this left my hair feeling smooth and soft, I do not like to start detangling while I'm shampooing because I need a slip and some softness in order to detangle properly. Now, if I'm co-washing, sometimes I'll start finger detangling, but as for shampooing, I just focus on cleaning my hair and separating my hair out of big chunks. So next, I'm going to apply the hair mask, and here's where I start finger detangling. So I'm going to be working in sections, and if you feel like your hair is super tangled, I suggest working in even smaller sections. Now for me, with finger detangling, my goal is to undo any knots by hand, which is important for preventing breakage because undoing them with your fingers is going to be more gentle than raking through them with combs or brushes, which will snag and could break off your hair. Now while I'm finger detangling, I also remove some of the loose hair that is shedded out, but I'm not expecting for my fingers to just glide right through because my hair is thick and I have fine strands. And finger detangling is not thorough enough, so I do follow up with a brush or a comb. Alright, so now that the deep conditioner has set in and softened up my hair a little bit, I go through with my wide tooth comb, and it's important to start detangling from the ends. It's just so much easier and prevents unnecessary breakage and damage caused by raking through your hair with a comb or a brush from the roots. So there are quite a few brushes and combs out here to detangle with, but I'm going to tell you about the ones I've committed to at some point during my natural hair journey. First was my beloved Tangle Teaser. I loved this thing so much when I was transitioning. My hair wasn't as thick back then and it was fragile, and it would become so matted whenever I got it wet to the point where it would take me like an hour to detangle my hair. I remember vividly the days where I would cry in the shower from frustration when I didn't know any better and was sitting there trying to detangle my hair with a fine tooth comb. Now when I switched to the Tangle Teaser, it was just so much easier and great for gently getting out my knots because the teeth are fine. Now I used it until my hair started getting healthier and thicker, then it started becoming tedious to detangle. Like if I wasn't working in really small sections, it was not detangling my hair. It was just only detangling the top or bottom depending on how I had my hair held. It was just only detangling part of what was in my hand. So then I switched to this knockoff Denman brush, which is a great detangler, but you guys see I took out some of the teeth because it's heavy. And by that I mean it's a lot of tension and it really pulls through your hair, which will probably benefit somebody with thicker strands, but I stopped using it because I know it was too rough for my hair. And if you have thick strands, you may love this though. And the last one I'll be showing you guys is my CurlPro wet brush. I just love the way this defines my curls and smooths my hair out, which helps when I'm styling so that the hair can be stretched and smooth for easy setting, which reduces frizz. But like I said earlier, I know it was snagging my hair when I was detangling, so this may be better for someone with a lower density or thicker strands when it comes to detangling, but I'll be using it on already detangled hair for styling purposes from here on out. Now, I recently mentioned that I switched to wide tooth combs per recommendation of my stylist. The comb is much more gentler on my hair because, like I said, I have fine strands, and that refers to the circumference of my individual strands being small, and when they're smaller, they're more susceptible to breakage. For information on strand size and how to determine yours, click the link in my description box. As much as I want to use that brush because it's quicker, I have to admit that I have way less snagging and less of that popping noise, which was probably the sound of my strands breaking off. And conveniently, I found a small little stubborn knot. And honestly, I just remove as much hair as I can from the knots and then I cut it out. I just feel like it's way too much stress on my strands and on my life to go through picking through trying to untangle 3 strands from each other. So after you figure out which detangling tool is best for your hair, you need to find a conditioner or a deep conditioner that softens your hair into that cotton soft feeling or gives it that slip that really defines your curls. This Cashmere Caviar gives me that cotton soft feeling that melts away tangles. The cashmere moisturizes and smooths, and the caviar protects hair from damage and repairs existing damage because it has protein in it, and y'all know I love me some protein. So now I'm going to apply my leave-in and go through with my CurlPro, which is going to take no time because my hair is basically already detangled. So next up, I'm styling using the Cashmere Caviar Hair Jelly for my wash and go, which made my hair so soft and smooth, but I had to apply a lot of this to get my hair to clump up. So I ended up mixing it with the CURLS Blueberry Bliss Jelly. So I won't be using the Cashmere Caviar Jelly for wash and go again. It does have a cream liquid consistency, so I think it would be better for like a rod set or some kind of twist or braid out or bantu knot if your texture doesn't automatically define, because it was just way too much work for me trying to get it to define using the product by itself. So I'm going through all over with both gels, and I'm doing the shingling method. So I let my hair air dry overnight, and I don't put a bonnet on or anything. I just sleep with a satin pillow and try not to squish my hair. This is the next morning, and I love how defined and smooth the curls look. Like, the definition is definitely popping. So I'm now going to use the hair serum, which is my favorite thing from this collection. I have not used a serum like this. It's almost like a creamy serum, and it's so rich in oil, and the smell is just amazing. The shine of it really just made my hair pop, and it gave me an extra softness to my curls. So now I'm just going to go through and stretch and style my hair. And while I'm doing that, as far as how often I detangle, it just really depends on your texture. For me, I only detangle on wash day or when I'm restyling my hair, which is no more than twice a week. But I also know that if I go longer than a week without detangling, especially when I have tighter curly hairstyles like twist outs and wash and goes, my hair gets super tangled. So you just kind of have to go based off your hair on how often you need to detangle. Some people have to detangle every other day. Some people can go 2 weeks without detangling. It just is a case by case basis kind of thing. And that's it, y'all. I hope these detangling tips were helpful, and I hope you guys enjoyed this style inspiration for the new year. And I want you guys to comment below which detangling tool you're using and how often you detangle so people can see some different options.